So today we are talking about an important, hey, Claudia, good to see you. Linda
Good.
is here, good to see you. Today we're talking about the best practices for improving your sleep. And what I'd like to do today is to really explain energetically how we see sleep, and through that you'll understand what is the best way to improve your sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things to get in line, because during sleep is when we heal. During sleep is when our hormones secretion happen to produce all these good hormones in the body to heal the body. And children sleep very well, very quickly, very well. And as we get older, with hormonal balance, we find it a little harder to fall asleep. But there's other things that actually interrupting our sleep or not allowing us to sleep very deeply. So that would be the subject of the topic today. And I had, a lot of experience working with people with sleep deprivation, most of it with success. If people adhering to a practice that I'm giving them, there's a lot of success. And today we're going to talk about the subject, and we're going to open it to also Q&A. It's kind of a big topic, and we'll do it very concisely in in half an hour, like what we usually do. So let's start. Well, before we continue, I just want to introduce myself for people that are new to this platform. If you're looking at on YouTube, my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach. I've been teaching and sharing this practice for over 10 years, have a lot of success working with people with chronic health condition heal. And this is kind of like my calling. This is my second career for being an architect and healing myself from a condition that resulted in a lot of stress, working very hard. So, and really devoting myself into understanding healing energy, studied with great masters and teachers, not only from a traditional Chinese lineage, but other healing modalities. So, and here I am sharing and have an online platform. If you are open to see what it is about, and how you can get healed and reduce stress and find more energy for yourself. So let's start and thank you so much for coming here, and thank you all of you guys for tuning in. This is why I'm doing it. So without you, I won't be here. So I just wanted to say it out loud. Thank you for tuning in and being not only a listeners, but also an active participant in this Chi Talk. And it's going to be transcribed into a podcast called Awaken the Healer Within. All right, so let's start with a little bit of meditation, and let's close our eyes. And connect with your body. Feel your body. Feel your home. And this is when you put attention on your body, the healing starts. The healing process starts. It is when you're in your body, when you're putting your chi. What is your chi? Is your attention. When you're putting it inside of your body, then you're giving energy to your body. And the type of attention you want to elicit energy healing with is curiosity, being in awe, amazed by this amazing body. There's so many different systems, the endocrine system, the blood, the bones, everything works together. There's 5 trillion cells, and we call all of them your kids. They are your kids. And you look at them, you close your eyes, and you just say thank you for working all these years. And when you look at your body, put attention in your body with the sense of love and appreciation and gratitude, that will increase. So feel the gratitude to this body, that, the legs that allows you to go and walk the world and travel, the eyes to see the world, the ears to listen. Feel the heartbeat in your heart. The breath coming in and out softly, or maybe deeply, or maybe rapidly, wherever the breath is. See if you can slow it a little bit, deepen it a little bit into the lower abdomen. And see if you can exhale from the mouth, long and a long exhalation. Longer than normal. Take a deep breath in through the nose, all the way to the lower abdomen, and exhale as a long exhalation. Nice, and then slowly opening your eyes. Nice. So the breath really has an effect on your body. As you slowing the breath, you see how the mind gets to slow down and relax. And so when we talk about sleep, we're talking about energy balance. And this is the first thing we want to understand when we are dealing with sleep deprivation. There's two types of sleep, in like insomnia, issues with sleep in Chinese medicine. One is related to the inability to sleep quickly, like to fall asleep. If you cannot fall asleep quickly. The other one, if you're waking up in the middle of the night early, either in the middle, like at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., or too early, like 5 a.m. or so. So these are two different types of insomnia, and we when we know when the person is having what is the difficulty, we know how to treat it. But in general, when we talk about sleep issues, we're talking about balance between yin and yang. And we have many sleep talks here, and that's another one. So what happens is that the nighttime is a time of yin energy, and the daytime is a time of yang energy. And the problem that we're having in general, everybody's having in the modern society, most people have issues with sleep because we are wired and tired. And everybody's drinking caffeine to get the kidney to like produce more adrenaline, and so we can stand up, and so we are exposed to social media, we are exposed to news, and we also have all our lights on at night, and we drive at night, and all this stuff is really messing up with our endocrine system and messing up with the circadian rhythm of our body. The fact that we have we turn night into day. We turn night into day first by having electricity and having social media. Actually, we know now that the screen on your phone or on your computer, it's kind of like a caffeine for your brain, and we want to stop it few hours before uh, before we go to bed. There's there's different ways to so what we're talking about is really having a balance between yin and yang. And what happened when we are too stressed out is that we don't have enough yin energy. We don't have enough of this calm energy. So we're going to bed, and in Chinese medicine, we say that in nighttime, the mind, the brain needs to be cooled off. So if it's heated, you know it by the fact that we have a lot of thoughts, like the monkey mind. If you have always thinking very rapidly, and thoughts is considered to be like really young in the head. So we wanted to calm the mind. We wanted to have more coolness in the mind before going to bed. So what happens if you are always on the go, always rushing, always having stress, wired and tired, is that you don't have enough yin qi to support your sleep. So we have to have enough of the yin energy. And during the sleep, if we come to bed with not enough relaxation power, which is also a type of energy, then we cannot nourish it. We cannot fill that bucket of that yin energy. So so during the day we need to be in a place of non-stress. Because what happens is that you at night you process the day, and if the day was agitating, the night will be agitating. Yeah. So during the day, if you have a lot of stress and you have an argument with people, or you have like really intense, stressful day, then at night the mind would want to process that, and that would be very agitating, and you would not sleep very soundly. So really, by taking care of our day, so our day needs to be balanced between yin and yang. If it's only stress and arguments and a fear based on news or a person that is not contributing to your chi, then the night won't be good. So really, in a way, you want to take care of your day. You want to notice what nourish my chi. Maybe a hike in the forest, maybe maybe having a sitting in the tub, having some occupation, some activity that is relaxing, that you are awake. Yeah, you are awake, and focusing on gratitude, doing a gratitude practice. Things that are more yin, things that are more soothing to us during the day would help us at night. Because if all the day is go, go, go and rush, 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 we're coming really tired, and we don't have enough energy to actually heal. So if you become coming to bed exhausted, like really fatigued completely, you would wake up the same way, because you need some energy to heal at night. And so if you have during the day, you have balance between yin and yang, you would get to bed in a more equilibrium and more balanced state. And at night you would sleep well. You'll have enough energy because you didn't just like go, go, go. You also took the time to, exercise or do something fun or whatever, see a good movie and things like that. And then at night, so this is really more of energetic explanation. I'm not talking about sleep hygiene. This is completely different subject. I mean, it's part of it, right? Not to eat very late, heavy meals, like not turn on the light at very late, because you want the circadian, you want the melatonin to produce its melatonin. So we're not talking about sleep hygiene yet. We're just talking about energy, understanding how the energy works. So you want during the day to have a good day. So it is your responsibility, your lifestyle, to do a good enough day, a balance between the activity and, you'll have stress. Everybody goes to work, have stress, I'm stressed. But how you look at the stress, what is your mindset? How do you, so it's really important And then at the end of the day, the qigong is very important. A practice of movement practice would be very important, because all the stress and all whatever you accumulated, accumulation of qi, we call it acquired qi. Why acquired? Because it's not your original essence. You took some qi from a friend, some qi from your coworker, some qi from, he told you something from the news. It's acquired qi. It's not your original essence qi. We want to let that go. So there's practices in qigong of releasing acquired qi, and working with the body would be the best way before going to bed to because what happens in the emotional body, the mental body, if there's stress, it's getting expressed in the physical body. Yeah, so we have a lot of movement with the spine, because this is part of the central nervous system, right? The brain and the spine is what we call the central nervous system. So working with spinal release, spinal stretches and flows would be really good for releasing stress in qigong practice, and energy practice to release stress. On the other side of that, we want a practice of gratitude, kind of like what we did in the meditation. We want to slow the breath. We want to focus on long exhalation. Long exhalation would give us, would actually tell your brain subconsciously that you're safe, that this is a good time to relax. Because when you exhale, you feel that it's okay to let go of energy. Because what happens when you're afraid? Think about a person that's afraid. What does he do with the breath? Right? It's like inhale. It wants to keep up and hold up to energy, because it's like, I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. I'm going to keep what I have. So it's tensing. This is what people do in the winter. They kind of crunch up into a ball not to lose the heat. And exhale. Okay, I can relax. It's warm. This is why people go to the tropics to relax. We see the palm trees and the ocean. We feel good. It's warm. We feel okay. I'm safe. So exhale, long exhalation would do that. And that's what we did towards the end of the meditation. And you saw it was just like few breaths, and you already felt like, wow. So it goes on the contrary of the busy mind. Yeah, the busy mind, there's thoughts coming in fast, 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 fast. If you want to tell your brain, hey, stop being the monkey mind, you cannot just tell it stop. You have to do, the breath will be very slow. The movement will be very slow. And start, oh, it's slow. And then the mind start to slow down too. So the breath start to slow down. So all these techniques are what we do at the Good Night Qigong every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And I really welcome you to join. And if you and anybody listening is not on my mailing list or on my platform, just fill up, sign up, and all the information is there on my website, qiwitheli.com. You can find how to get onto just go for free for one class, 2 classes. See how it works for you. The qigong for night, Good Night Qigong at Wednesday, tomorrow at 8 p.m. And see how you can release stress. But really, if you want to take it more seriously, it's really about how to balance your day. And because what happens is, no matter the qigong can help you, but really, if we're talking about really taking a deeper look into sleep, is as what is bothering you. If there's a person in your life that is really bothering you, or like where is your energy suck in the day, you really have to see how you clear out tension, where you can clear out agitation during the day. And when you go to sleep, that's another concept that I wanted to talk to you about, is that you are right here, and the night is right here, is the yin and the yang. And you cannot just like close the light and go to bed, boom, No, you have to land. It's very slow. So before, few hours before, you already slowing down. Few hours before, you already like feeling okay, I'm gonna sleep soon, telling your mind this is a night is happening, looking at the sunset, or if you cannot look at the sunset, just acknowledges the softness, the darkness, the things are going, eating lighter things, getting off of the phones and the things, starting to work on, process the day, release tension with your mind. So slowly we are kind of coming down. Now there's a research, just you can throw in some research about sleep. There's a research recently came out that people that go to bed before 10 p.m. sleep better. Before 10 p.m. sleep better all over the board. It's like it was thousands of people that they did research with. Why is that? So originally I'm going to talk about briefly, because we are time limited. It's really a big topic about the earth energy. So the earth energy, the frequency of the earth is 7.83 hertz. If you put this in the website, if Google 7.83, you'll find tons of information about it. It's just like the Schumann resonance. He found it, and they found that when the heart is in coherence, it matches the earth energy. So the heart, if it's a very healthy heart, it would be 7.83 hertz, like the earth. So a lot of the practices in Qigong is receiving and releasing energy to the earth. Is a lot of earth and grounding. That would be really healing for the heart. We did it today. If you were in class this morning, the last few breaths we did for the earth, and you saw how calming it was. So now, what happens at night? The earth chi rises up and nourishes your body. And it's very important to sleep earlier because a few things. First of all, if you go to sleep very late at night, you don't take advantage of the melatonin that is being released in your body. The melatonin starts to release at 9 p.m. and ends at 1 a.m. That's it. So if you go to sleep at midnight, you have very little, but so it's like a bell curve, right? So from 9, it surge up, 10, and the best melatonin is at 11 p.m. At 11 p.m., if you're not in sleep already, in your dream, you're missing out on the best sleep ever. This is science. So basically, it's you wanna, if you, and my nephew was visiting me last month, and he told me, I'm feeling a little tired, but then I stay, and then I don't feel tired anymore. After 12 midnight, I don't feel tired anymore. At 1 a.m., I don't feel tired anymore. And I told him, well, you missed it. The melatonin doesn't. So you stay 1 a.m., 2 a.m. It's done. It's done. It's very hard. You party all night. You go to sleep. You stay asleep. Let's say until 10 a.m. You wake up. You still didn't feel like you're getting a good enough sleep. So that's a very important. And then in Qigong and energy practice, we say that the earth Qi comes up and nourish your Qi with the frequency, with the ions of the earth. So the more so you're getting all these good ions from the earth during bedtime. So this is so a lot of little nuggets here about sleep, and I just want to open it to, we can talk about it forever, but I just want to open it for, Edward. I think you're muted.
So first of all, all right. So first of all, with COVID, you brought on Goodnight Qigong. So thank you for that gift, because that was an incredible gift, as all your courses are, as you are a gift to all of us. So in the context of that, I got so yawned out from doing the beginning to fake it till you make it. I was in pain during the class because all I want to do is drop down on the floor and go to sleep. It was amazing. But at home at night, I do it every night. I am now sleeping because of you, 8, 9, and 10 hours a night.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
And what I've learned from you and many years ago, it's all in the breath. And by breathing in through the nose 4 times and slowly out through the mouth 8 times, you get into a very relaxed state. But I went a little further, and I think I said this before. I then breathe in and out of my nose pretty strongly. And I say to myself, well, how can you fall asleep? You're so conscious of this. But I'm gone. I just fall out. The breath really is amazing in going to sleep. And I've also learned is to tell myself a nice story in my head. So I'm not thinking about A, B, C, or D, but I'm in a nice
Yes.
story. And it's amazing. 8, 9, and 10 hours, Ellie. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, the breath would be a key component. And that 1 to 2 breath that Edward mentioned is a really great way. After 2 to 3 minutes, your nervous system is completely in a different zone. So try it for yourself. And I love the good story because you want to tell yourself a story, kind of like you telling a kid a story. Because otherwise, the other story that comes to mind, they're not really helping you sleep. Let's be honest, because the mind is really why the mind is occupied with negativity. Why is negativity? Because we are trying to escape the tiger from back in the days when we were running away from the tiger. So that's why our attention always goes to the negative to seek where we where is the fear, where is the tiger. There's no tiger now, but we're still doing it. We're still looking for the tiger. So if you tell yourself a good story, that's a great way to get your mind out of the negativity that is always occupies our mind. Always, it's really amazing. And so remembering that and shifting the story would be a great way to before going to bed. And then that's what we do in Goodnight Qigong. Thank you, Edward. Anybody else wants to say something or to share or to ask question before we close? Because I didn't kind of didn't notice, but we kind of talked a lot. um, okay, so no more question. That's great. So really, there's a lot of different tips and techniques, and maybe we can do it another in another meeting. We can talk about different techniques, but really, I'd love for you to try the Goodnight Qigong and see how it works for you, and let's finish it with a little bit of a gratitude meditation again, just to kind of add this into our into our chi talk again. We're talking about sleep, so let's close our eyes. And let's shift our weight from the left to the right and just shaking the spine. So we're talking about spine work. So let's do it with the breath. So you can open the eyes just to see what I'm doing. I'm just I'm just shifting my weight from the left sit bone to the right, left to right. I'm not shaking the head. You think that I'm shaking my head? I'm not. I'm just moving. So it's like a building, but when the foundation of the building move, the penthouse will also move, wouldn't it? So don't shift. Don't move with the upper spine. Just move the bottom and just breathe up and down the spine, and just watch the head and watch the other side of the body, spine move, work side to side, and just slowly inhale into the spine, into the central nervous system, all the way up to the brain as you're shifting the foundation of your high rise. And you just need to move the foundation. because then all is gonna ripple up all the way to the penthouse. And breathe up the spine. Go each vertebrae. Loosen the shoulder, loosen the head. Exhale from the mouth. Nice, and then come to stillness. Erect your spine, erect your crown. Feel the erection, the suspension of the head. And breathe up and down the spine. And again, let's connect with our body and feel the sense of gratitude. And when the spine is open, your whole system is healthy. Yeah, so the spine is a very important part of opening different areas of your body. Nice, and let's slowly open our eyes. Thank you guys so much for this. Beautiful. And hopefully that was informative, and maybe you can take it into your day and see what you can do with it. And let's meet next week for another Chi Talk.